Hello, my friends. If today's date, August the 10th, is your birth date, this is a reading for you for this year. This is a four-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance this year, and an outcome or a synopsis card to speak deeper about what all this is about. So, the general energy card for the year for August the 10th, the Bardo. The Bardo is that realm through which everyone must pass once they die and before they move into their next kind of sense of soul and habitation. It's that in between world, that liminal world, that touchable world, because energies are still there and still able to speak to us. In Tibetanism, it's rising into the Bardo, going into that liminal space through meditation, through other connections, through journeying, allows one to heal things that weren't able to be healed in the physical form, say things that weren't able to be said, love things that weren't able to be loved, understand things that weren't able to be understood, and forgive things that weren't able to be forgiven on the physical realm. So it's a place of great healing. It's a place of great messages. People, beings who are still on that plane are able to talk to us and give us messages and give us support and give us understanding if we allow ourselves to be open, if we allow ourselves to journey there, or if we allow ourselves to be open on this realm and hear and understand the truths that are passed to us and the understandings that are passed to us and the grace that is given to us. So this is a place of grace. You have many times this year to experience grace, to experience deeper healing, to experience deeper understanding, to have connections with spirit guides, ancestral guides, animal guides that might have words of understanding to pass to you, and to allow yourself to go deeper into old pain and take them to a place where you can talk about them and heal them out loud for yourself, in ways that you weren't able to do before, to forgive the unforgiven toward yourself or toward another. So, what is your challenge? Well, it is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords normally says, I'm going to put my sword up and I'm not going to fight with somebody. I'm going to call a truce. I'm going to call a treaty. I'm not going to fight. So what's your challenge? Well, I think your challenge is that you want to fight and that you want to be angry and that you want to hold someone, either, you feel as if you're the victim to someone else and you need to uh, uh, put your boundaries up, or you need to defend yourself, or you might even need to attack outwardly, mentally. This is a mental card, so this is about using words to hurt others, about using thoughts that are negative, either toward yourself or toward another. Maybe you're fighting within yourself and you don't like yourself and you can't forgive yourself from something and you can't find a peaceful place. Regardless, it's the challenge is to find a peaceful place when you really feel like you need to war on some deep level, and that is I think what the Bardo is there to help you to do is to lift you out of that place where you think you need to war and take you to a place where you can see wider, understand deeper, heal more, and forgive yourself or forgive another for the pains that have been enacted while we're in human form trying to figure out how to be the best beings that we can while we inhabit this earth. So, what's the action that you can take this year? It's antelope. There are things that are going to be require you to take swift action this year, and it's not going to be about being able to just sit back. You can't be sucked into your anger and your resentments and your fears that the Two of Swords challenge might be presenting to you. You might be called to really take action, and if you're in your head fuming, or if you're in your body being angry, if you're not really listening to what is being presented to you, and you miss opportunities that way, you miss gifts that way, you miss the next path of your evolution that way. So you have to be open this year. You're called to be open. You're called to be listening. You're called to be put your antenna up into the air so you can get your wisdom, your psychic messages. You can contact that bardo. You can listen through your antlers of perception to the beings who have wise direction for you, who have great understanding for you, and then you can take the action that is needed. And it's a swift action. That's what antelope does. It suddenly jumps up and runs to what it needs to do, and it trusts in the moment and it acts in the moment. And it's really, it's that divine spur that will push you along to the next thing if you just listen for yourself and feel the rightness of it and not be stuck in the other junk that gets stuck in our heads as humans, and take some swift action around it. So what is the outcome or synopsis card for this? Is Soul Cards by Deborah Croft Chapin. No words, no instruction. I think you come to a more artistic place in yourself, and a place that feels more open to co-creating with spirit, whatever that means. Is that art? Is that just intuition? Is that connecting into the brightness of things rather than sitting in the darkness of things? Is that uh, having a sense of taking a rest? And I think taking a rest is a powerful part of this. If you're in the Two of Swords and it's a challenge to you, then you're not resting, you're in your mind, and your mind doesn't let you rest. This is a card of rest. This is a card of deep rest, deep meditation, ease, comfort, and with that comfort comes an ability to step out of yourself and to make your art, make your magic happen in the world, create your life in the way that it needs to be created, and not be stuck in old paradigms that keep you depressed or angry or flat or pushing too hard or having no energy, whatever is the realm of power that we give to the things that bother us about ourselves. The things that bother us about others are generally about ourselves. So the things that keep us not at peace are the things that we have to look at and say, what don't I like about myself, and what can I forgive about myself, so I can find peace again and joy. This card almost says it's a time to whistle, it's a time to lay under a tree, it's a time to fish along the creek, it's a time to make some pastel paintings or some beautiful artwork, or sit and listen to the birds. So it's it's a year of listening, forgiving, moving when you're called to move, but being open enough to hear when it's the right time to move and do something, but otherwise being open enough to forgive yourself and rest yourself and give yourself a little retreat and give yourself a little positive reflection and positive reaction and positive forward progression. Ahom Atakuyasin, blessed be.